What's up, guys? Welcome to your 55th Android tutorial for the new Boston. What we're going to do in this tutorial is basically have this list that we set up in our preferences actually referred to an actual array that we're going to set up, because we already have it referring to this array called list, and we don't actually have an array called list. So all we're going to do is simply set that up. Nothing too difficult. So we're going to go under a values folder right here, and this is where we're going to set up that array for the most part. This is going to be pretty simple, nothing difficult. And again, we have this array called list, so keep that in mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to say new XML file, and we're going to call this one, it's under our values, as you can see it's checked right there, but we're going to call this array because again it's referencing something called array list, and that's what this is going to refer to. So we're going to say array.xml, hit finish, and now anytime we use this array kind of folder, it's going to refer to here. So again, we're just going to go into the XML and set this up. As you can see, there's resources within its brackets, or those are the brackets that we're going to hold some information. So that's pretty neat. It's just kind of a resource folder for the most part. So what we're going to set up is a string array, and as you can see we have the options here: integer array, string, string array, item, whatever we want to keep in this kind of resource folder for the most part under our array XML file. So we're going to set up a string array, and what we're first going to do is we're going to name it. So we're going to say name, and this is going to be equal to list. Again, our preference tab is accessing the array called list, and that's what this is going to refer to, this list. So we have to give it the name list, or whatever you guys name that, so it actually has a list to refer to. And then all we're going to do is set up some items within this string array. So we need to finish off our string array. That's all we need to define it as, and then hit enter a few times so we can work within the string array and add some items to it. So we're going to say item, and then you don't even have to set up the item like we generally would. We just need to kind of put something within both item and the close item brackets there, and we're going to call this, I don't know, option 1, and just copy and paste this 4 times or something, however many times you guys want, and then just change the variables for something like that, save it, and then we have this string array called list, which is being accessed by our preference tab. So that's pretty cool, but let's say basically this is going to open a list, and it's going to hold those 4 items within that list within our preference activity for the most part. So let's say we want one of those items to be checked to start with, and what we're going to do is we're going to set up something basically that's going to refer to the list values or the most part. So we're going to set up something else called Android, again this is within our list preference, Android entry values for the most part, and we're going to say, again, refer to another array. So we're going to say array / values or something like that, or L values, and then what we can do is we can also set some numerical values to these items for the most part. So we're going to set up a new string array within our array XML, and again just click string array, and we also got to give this the name that we just set up. So name is going to equal, again, L values, and close it off and put up some values within here. Again, item, and we're going to say this is item 1, and then we're just going to copy and paste that 4 times. And this will make more sense once we actually once I can show you guys what this is actually doing, but just as for now, just kind of follow along, and then once we run our application it's going to make a ton more sense as always. So there we go, we basically set up our list arrays and set up entries which is going to be our list, and entry values, which is going to be kind of the options. Oh, and I'm sorry, also this entries is supposed to be at array from the previous tutorial. Apologize, guys. So just make sure you change that to at array, and this one is also at array, which is both referring to this array value that we set up for the most part. And I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial. We're going to work with these list items as well. So have a good one. Peace.